Hello everyone, I'm the dumbass with many voices, and welcome back to Banished, to what was originally supposed to be episode 5, but because I'm a dumbass, this will be episode 2. And the reason I say this is because I've recorded 3 episodes worth of footage, but I forgot to record the audio, both the voice as well as the desktop audio. So it was complete silence for 3 hours straight. So I think it's best that I just give you guys an update on what I've done. For starters, I've created a little cemetery over here for 16 graves. Most importantly, through the fact of my trading docks, I've got 2, I'll show the other one in a moment. I've managed to gather all of the seeds and all 3 of the animals. With that being said, I've got a pasture, a smallish one over here with sheep. And down here, I've got one with chicken and one with cattle. The other trading dock is right over here. Speaking of trading dock, we've got there another trading ship. I've got another fishing dock over here. I already had this one. I built this one over here. I plant a trading dock over here, and we've got a second boat coming in. So having multiple trading docks allows you to have multiple trading boats at the same time. Given that I've got a trading post planned here and here, I could end up with a total of 4 at the moment possible traders at the same time. But I need to get to work. Now this one only has food, and as you can see, I'm currently swimming in 31,000 food. But I'm gonna sell 500 units worth of venison, and we're gonna do 1500 units of potato. Actually, no. Let's see if he has pear. It's got apple, squash, roots, bean, chicken, pecan, cherry, wheat. Okay, so potato it will be then. Trait. This is just a food merchant, so it's really not that important for me as I'm swimming in a food at the moment. But so I went a little expansion over here. 3 houses here. I think I added this little street here. I've got a second schoolhouse over here. The brewery is now brewing peach ale once again. I had it brew berry ale for a short time, but right now I've got a brewery over here, a tavern brewing berry ale right over here, in between the 2 of the forestry areas where the 2 gatherers are gathering the berries for the ale. Let's see, what else? So I've got a second trading dock over here. And over here, I've started with my expansion. I've got a market with a couple of houses surrounding it. I've got a hospital. I've got another hospital up there as well. Got a blacksmith, got a tailor, got another school building. Got myself another brewer, a tavern over here. That's a stockpile. This is the woodcutter. Got myself even a boarding house, because these 6 houses I started out as wooden houses, but I upgraded them into stone houses. If you do that, then all of the occupants of your wooden house will be forced to get evicted. They'll search for a place to live, and if you have a boarding house, the boarding house becomes a temporary place to live. And once the houses were upgraded into stone, they'll move back in. I've got another forestry area over here, so that's why I have the woodcutter over there. I've set up to 2,000, but since that I'll do 3,000. I'll do 1,000 per woodcutter. I've got more orchards over here. pear, because this tavern is making pear ale. And I've got an expansion planned over here, a couple more houses, another fishing dock, and of course the chicken pasture and the cattle pasture that I got. Let's see, what else? Planned out another fishing dock over here. Created a bridge over here to clear it this the supplies, well, resources on this area. And lastly, I cleared out all of the stone and iron around this mountain, where I planned out 2 mines side by side. That's why I chose this map. I've played on this before, and I knew that placed correctly, you could place 2 mines side by side next to each other on the north face. I also have got a mine planned out, and actually almost completed construction right over here, and a quarry right over here. Now in between, I also got a chapel, and I've got a second chapel planned over here. But in between all of the well, the first successful recording, episode 1, and all of the failed recordings to what we are right now, I managed to get a couple of achievements if I didn't have them already. I'm gonna have Jack of all trades in just a moment, because I'll open up the mine and I'll open up the quarry to get the Jack of all trades, because with having a cleric, with having hospitals, and then the mine and the quarries active, I'll have at least one person doing one of every job that I have. I've made I was working on the exports, and I've gone quite a ways into getting to the trader. This is just a total of 50,000 units in a single playthrough, and this will be a total of 100,000 units in a single playthrough. I've actually gone, I believe the max was well over 12,000 units of trading goods. I've gotten farmer, acquired 3 types of livestock, 8 crop seeds, and 8 orchard seeds, all through trading. I bought all the seeds. And with that, I'll soon have the food variety, where I'll have 8 different plants and 8 different orchard tree types in a single year. Lastly, I got some immigrants, some nomads arrived in batches of 18 and 19, and I explained that for this playthrough, the only challenge I will give myself, besides talking in this voice and trying to keep this playthrough going throughout the entire year, is that I want this playthrough to be without nomads at all. And with the mine and the quarry constructed, once they're done, I should be getting the builder achievement, also because I have the boarding house, despite the fact that it's not getting used, but it requires one of every single structure in your town. And the reason I want to go for a full year of this particular playthrough, I know it takes about 44 hours to get to year 200. I was working in a previous playthrough around 30 hours, and I got to a year 150 with 1600 population, which was followed by a massive death spiral, out of control, and killed everyone. So I'll try it again. This time I'll expand a little slower. No nomads whatsoever. So it shall be natural growth only. Now, the upside of not getting nomads while having skills is, if I didn't have it already, I should be able to get the educated achievement. And why is this? Nomads, at least the adults, will always be uneducated. Also, a downside with nomads is that they bring disease, and they will bring infestations for the fields, the orchards, and the pastures. As such, despite the fact that I haven't accepted any nomads. One of my orchards down here, I believe it was this one, aye, got infested, and since I have disasters turned on, this particular house got fire not once, but twice in a single episode of an hour. That got cancelled. Scrapped because I didn't record the audio. And the second time, this house also got fire as a result of the fire spreading, but since it's close to a river, all of the people would just get water from the river and pour it in. Sadly, the structure is lost, you'll just have to rebuild it. But I also got this tunnel and this tunnel to connect those roads up, and I did build a road from here over to here. I built this bridge, naturally, already had this bridge, but I built this bridge since I was going to expand over here. We've got a cabbage field, we've got the corn field, a potato field, and a pepper field, and of course the 4 orchards for pear. This guy is going to be producing a lot of ale once it's time. And then plenty of chicken and cows coming in. And of course also to fill up some spaces here and there, a couple stockpiles. And I've had to build a couple of extra storage barns, because as you see, this one is full already, this one is full already, even the market is nearly full. The storage barn is full, that one is close to getting full, so I would have to expand with a lot of storage barns. Now the reason I didn't build a market here, I didn't have the space. The market is larger than 7x7, so I would have to tear down quite a bit of housing in order to get it done. But I didn't want to do that for this side. I could also get rid of these fields instead, but again, it's not really worth it. I mean, this brings in plenty of beans, so I don't want to. And it doesn't fit in here, so that's why I've got the market down here and down here alone for now. Now, when I will be expanding for another expansion, which will probably be around here, or most likely over here, like in between here for instance. This is a nice place, close to the mines, close to this. Got another area for a green zone over there, connected over to here, go through the mountain over here. This is a perfect place for another market, but that will be a futurist problem. So yeah, got another boat coming in for a trader. I've got iron tools, herbs and ale in storage here. I used to have a lot of beans because I had so much food. And this one has cattle, but I don't need cattle right now, so I'll just dismiss that. So now I can choose between going after iron or going after coal. For now, this mine is iron only. However, I do want to see if I could perhaps I could potentially have put one over here, but I messed up. And nothing over here either. So that idea is completely off the table. Now there's plenty of mountain over here, so I could potentially do more here. And if I'm not mistaken, I could do one right here. Or here. Or both. So there are still plenty of areas for mines to do. But for now, since I've got 18 labourers, what I'll do, we'll throw 7 into the mines. And now that I've got the quarry, I'll throw 7 into the quarry. So now I'm gonna get a steady supply of stone and iron. But I need to get these houses done as well. So for now, we'll start out with this. And even this. Do another builder over there. I've connected the road over here. Oh, only 5,000 and 5,000 for iron and coal. And in terms of stone, we'll do 5,000 as well. So I connected the road alongside of this river bank to go from here. Actually, to go from this area all the way across, down to here, down to here. So this lot is now completely connected. And I have plenty of tools. Now, if I could place another mine over here on this mountain, which I potentially could if I remove this, but I don't want to, I would have done the second mine with coal, and I would have made sure that this blacksmith would be making steel tools. So that's perfect. Also, let's have a look at the population. We've got 147 citizens, 66 families, or 65 families, and 60 homes. So I still need a few more homes before that is completely sorted. So let's get a couple of homes. One here. And this is going to be a stone house. Aye, my first actual built stone house. Now I can't get any building done over here. And if your stone production is up to scratch, it is actually wise to start working with stone houses only. A stone house will cost you 24 wood, 40 stone and 10 iron. However, if you so choose to upgrade a wooden house into a stone house, it also takes 24 wood, 40 stone and 10 iron. Despite the fact that a regular wooden house takes 16 wood and 8 stone. So technically, building houses from stone right away, rather than upgrading them from wood into stone, is cheaper. The market will grab everything that it can from nearby storage barns and provide equal distribution amongst the people. And also will provide you with more storage space. And for now, I say that 4 vendors will be enough. There remain a few villagers, a few regular labourers should always remain. As this does not have a... Oh. One. One. Now does one of the fields have 2 people working on it? Not supposed to. This is one. I don't have that many fields. Ah yeah, this is a cornfield. 9 by 9. The largest I could make it over here. Alright. So as I mentioned, a steady stream of stone, a steady stream of iron. Now the thing with the both the quarry and the mine is that once they run out, you can't reclaim the land. So the quarry is just going to remain a nasty hole in the ground. You can still demolish the quarry, but the hole in the ground will remain. Same with the mine. Once it's empty, you can demolish it, but you'll still see a little scar on the mountain. Right, this is more food. Despite the fact that I have plenty of food, I'm still doing this. Pecan, berries, 1000 peach. Do we have pear? That's a no. No pear. So we'll do 2000 on 2000. So that our taverns can produce plenty of ale. Oh wait, I did do it right. Oops. Trade. If I'm not mistaken, this is just your average food trader. Nothing too interesting. So, let's miss. If you have plenty of herbs, such as I do, well over 500, which is enough for your population right now, you can sell herbs. Venison is also a very good trading unit, because as you can see, you can trade 3 food for you can trade 1 food for 3 food per venison. The same with mouton, and I think chicken too. But perhaps the chicken is worth only 2. Alright, we're still overproducing tools. That's a good thing. Now let's have a look. This forest goes all the way over to here. So if I want it, I then could lengthen this road all the way to the top. DP there. I could build over here. Another fishing dock. Sadly no trading post, because it's not connected by any river. And we've got yet another trader coming up. I could go to this lake as well for fishing. Speaking of fishing, I think my fishing dock down here is done as well. Oh, down here. I'll only do 3 fishers per dock if I'm not mistaken. Oh, 4. So should that be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Ah, of course. Oh, that's not too good though. So we'll set it back to 3 per fishing dock to ensure that I still have people, labourers, to get back into the population. There. Now over here, I could expand. What can I do with a mine? Something I didn't test. I could do a mine over here though. A mine over here. Not over here, obviously. Couldn't do anything here, couldn't do anything here. This is an awful area. Actually, could do a mine there. Can't do anything here. Or here. Can't do stuff in this area. But that'll be a future me problem. I do believe two more mines fit right over there side by side. Perfect. Well, this mountain is rich when it comes to mining and such. But of course I'm going to pause it for now. I've got 300 iron. Storage for produced goods is nearing capacity. And there's another trader here. Coal, iron, leather, steel tools and wool. Now if I'm not mistaken, I've got one of materials. Not this one. That must be this one over here. Whatever it is, here. Ah. Making worm coats. So, getting, let's see, 50, 400 units. So that will be 75, I believe. For 50, how about 70? 20 more. Could do this. Grab more wool to produce more of that. Well, as you can see, leather, when I buy it, is way more expensive than wool. So instead I'll do also 128 of that. The 100. And I must trade an additional. I do 70 as well. No worm coats. 4 units, that'll be fine. Trade. Now you are this one. Perfect. Perfect. And indeed, as I expected, I need yet another one of these. But I can't place it anywhere. I can place it here though. Guess that'll have to do, and I'll sort out a place. Probably this doesn't fit. Right over here. Ah, we'll do 2 over there. Sure. Get around. Get around. And then link this up for the future. Plenty. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I wanted some housing. The question is, do I also want that mine over there? Or not? I think what I want is another pasture instead. I'll do a 20 by 10 this way. 2 houses. 3 houses. And if possible, a tunnel right there. Now this is an infestation. Now you see this dark, this yellow cloud form over a pasture or a orchard or field. That's the infestation. The quickest way to remove that is just to remove the structure. Well, apparently both of the fields were infected. So that's one of the downsides. 4 times 15. Oh wait, I see. 4 times 15. 4 times 15 from over here instead. Oh wait. There. The downside of having, excuse me? Oh, those are farmers. But now I have nothing left to do. Could I potentially drag this through? No. So the only way to get to these houses, we'll have to go around here, which they probably will do. And otherwise, go through the tunnel that will eventually get built over there. Oh well. For now, these two farmers will just have to be without a job, I guess. Now, as you saw, that once I got the infestation, the game speed slowed down to a crawl. Back to game speed 1. Every disaster that happens, be it an infestation, a fire, this was speech. Or a tornado, or a disease, the game speed will automatically switch back to game speed 1. Got another trader. Look at this, look at this. I don't need any more seeds. Haha. Wonderful, wonderful. So I could buy the stone, which I'll do. I'll take 50 and 50. I could do more leather. He sells wooden coats. Ah. But what I'll do is take 150 ale, get a total of 200 stone. Logs for now are doing fine. Iron is doing fine. Yeah, that'll be it for now. Thank you. Goodbye. 200 more stone. Just like that. We were running out of stone actually. So it's a good thing that the trader came when he did. And just like that, I've got plenty of labourers. So you're back to peach. 1, 2, 3, and only 3 peach orchards? Got sworn I had 4. Perhaps I could do another one. can't. Not here at least. Okay, so what I'll do right now is sheep. And I'll split this one. We'll throw in the 6th herdsman. So as you can see, the sheep are moving from here into here, but only half of them. These sheep will continue to breed until we're at 12. These sheep will now continue to breed until we're at 12. And I just doubled the amount of sheep and the amount of wool production and mouton production. As sheep produce mouton and wool. Now, the logs, I actually don't know how they produce logs. Occasionally your fishing docks will produce logs as well. Don't know how that works, but it does. Right. Every time that a pasture exceeds the number of animals that you have, which you can set with this slider, basically the oldest animal gets slaughtered for the meat. In the sheep's case, it's mouton. In the case of the chickens down here, it's chicken meat. As you can see, we've had 246 chicken, and they also lay eggs, of course. So we've got 636 eggs last year. And the cattle, they will produce beef and leather. So once I have enough cattle to fill this entire pasture, the others will get slaughtered and will start producing beef. And this one will just produce chicken meat. That's basically how that works. I'm just gonna build the second and I did that just in the nick of time, because apparently we have around 200 people right now. So the second chapel is mandatory. So this one is producing cattle, or is selling cattle and chickens. But I don't need any of that. All you need is start out with 2 cattle, 2 chickens and 2 sheep, and just let time pass as long as you have pastures. And you'll be just fine. But the only sad thing is that you can't put your sheep, your cattle and your chickens up for sale inside of your trading docks. At least not in the base game. I don't know how that is in modded, because I never play modded. But I can imagine that you probably wouldn't be able to. So I've got this pasture. I've got yet another trader. What do you bring? Sheep. I just said I don't need sheep. I don't need any animals. I don't need any seeds. It's just stone, iron, logs, firewood, etc. Well, what do you have over here? Leather, and this is probably venison. Now, what if I were to set up a little storage hut over here, followed by a couple of regular wooden houses in a little street? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A little street right here. Now with that being said, I can remove those trees as well, because they serve me no purpose. For now, leather is going to be a bit of an issue. I've got 3 sets of hunters gathering leather, but all leather is being used into regular hide coats over here. So what I could do is switch both to worm coats for now. not ready to just give up on this area just yet. The reserve for firewood is low. Aye. About that. I'll do it. I'll place a new market over there. We'll start a third expansion over here. Not too far away from this, and close enough that I can get stuff over here, here, and here. As a matter of fact, I do believe that the road is here. Aye. So we'll throw a tunnel in right there for now. I'll pause it. As well, let's put a road in through here. And hook it up over here. So now we've got access all around the mountain. And yet another trader with coal. Oh, look at that amount of coal. And stone. I do need some stone though. And ale is such a wonderful trading mechanism. So we'll do 200 stone. Logs, got plenty. Do you want some leather? Guess we'll try 100. No, we'll try 80. And again 80 wool. Aye. And that leaves us with logs. I'll get some logs as well. 124 logs. Trade. No more seeds, just coal, herbs, etc. Perfect. I'll dismiss ya for now. Now does this allow for ale? Just regular iron tools. Right. Got a nice little expansion over here. Possibility of a fishing dock, which I'll throw down right away. Right there. Obviously with a road. Like so. And the market is now getting built as well. Let's see. 44 minutes. Got another cleric. I don't need any seeds from you ever again. I literally have all the seeds that I could possibly desire. Speaking of desire, time to remove that. As for the forestry, what I could do is clear out all of this. And all of this. Better yet, I recall from the past playthrough, my 7x7 stockpile right here. Or better yet, no stockpile there, but this here, and a stockpile right next to it. Lovely 8x6, plenty of space. Then we'll throw whatchamacallit, blacksmiths and tailors and the likes right over there. And since I now have this road available, I'm gonna destroy that road. So let's see, killed by a cave-in, a miner. Nasty. Somehow the reserve of firewood is low. Aye. But I do have like 12 foresters. So I guess it's a good thing that I'm going to expand with another green zone, because I'm gonna need a lot more firewood. And speaking of, I think I'll start with the construction of a woodcutter right on the edge. Of here. Another trader. More sheep that I don't need. So a tailor. Be a perfect fit for here, but perhaps instead I know that a hospital is a little wider, so hospital goes there, skill, it's a little off, but I can work with that. Oh, too bad. I was thinking perhaps anyone up for a mining school, but I guess not. So we'll throw you right here. Chapel will go right here. Little graveyard if possible. Too small. We'll throw that somewhere. But first we've got yet another trader. Worm coats, leather. Look at that, 1400 stone. 500. So we'll do 500, 550 there, and the 500 herbs. 1400. No, not by a long shot. 800 stone. Plenty. However, I'm curious. I'm gonna add firewood to the ordering mill, because it turns out I'm constantly out of firewood. And oh, looks like our market is done. So I'll diminish the amount of people working in this market back to 4 as well. We'll only have 8 people working in the market. Died during childbirth. I'll throw in a little well behind the storage barn, because it's a little too far away from the water, so that if this area catches fire, they at least have the well. So I was working. I had the skill, I had that. So I still wanted the blacksmith right across here. The tailor right here. And a brewer. Because this seems prime real estate for another group of 4 orchards. So let's get those right away. Four by 15. 4 by 15. 4 by 15. And we'll have to cut into the forest a little bit. 4 by 15. So, this one is gonna produce plum ale. So we've got that. Got that, got that, got that. That's just setting up another green zone. Look at all that food. Peach 2000. So we'll start off with 500 of that to get 500 peach. To get 1500 peach. Produce ale like madman. You're just a regular food trader. Aye. There. Now, what I did notice in the past, and this is a little tricky, is that food that comes in through the trading docks, since the river is prime real estate for trading docks, all of the food that you bring in over here remains in this area. So you're gonna have to go crazy with food production over here and make sure that no food gets stored inside of your trading dock, otherwise you're gonna get screwed over, trust me. So from now on I'm gonna need some houses. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't work. Well, perhaps I can slide in another over there. As you can see, I'm building and expanding like crazy, despite the fact that I did tell you not to expand too much. Not expand too fast. So I'm technically ignoring my own advice. But I will link up this. So I set plums. Another farmer. Reserve for firewood is low once again. So I guess that next time I'll just buy more firewood. Look at how much food we're storing. Even this market is almost already full. How about that? I know that the reserve for firewood is low, but at least we've got plenty of stone and iron. Could I potentially do a little graveyard over here then? Just for posterity's sake. little 8x8 perhaps? Seven by... No, we'll do 8x8. Sure. Right over there. We've got yet another trader. Aha. 3,000 firewood. I've got nothing here. Come on, lads. Guess I'm gonna have to speed up this area then. And it looks like we've got nomads coming in. Aye. Well, as I mentioned, this is going to be a nomad-less playthrough. Yet another trading ship. So 17 nomads. No thank you. And you're just bringing in more food. Plenty of peach. So again, 1500 for 500 venison. You've got apple. And that's it. Okay. So how's this trading dock doing now? Nothing. Let's see. I did say I wanted 500 venison over here as well. As you can see, the nomads are just leaving like that. You've been denied access. You're not welcome here. So GTFO, as the cool kids say nowadays. I think. Just an old geezer. An old lad. Please tell me that I have something. Why aren't my people doing anything? Traders, get to work. Before I lose out on possible 2,000 firewood. Could also go for coal. But sadly, I've got nothing. 50 iron tools. 400 firewood. $500 of that. 1,000. No. I'll just grab as much firewood as I possibly can right now, because I think that this trader is getting impatient. But still, any firewood is good enough for me. Even if it is just 380. $620. I'll take it. Any firewood right now is good for me. I'll take it. Especially since we're expanding over here now. We've got yet another school. Got more plum. Got another woodcutter for 4,000. That's 5,000. 4,000 firewood. And slowly the houses are getting built up. So that's the rest. There's little expansion. Looks like the well has been built already. And I've got half a mind to close down this mine for now. And start building these two mines. and send 4 on 4. Where half of them are gonna mine for coal, and the other one are gonna have mine for iron, so that my blacksmith over here can start making steel tools. And hopefully all of the coal will be sent over to the blacksmith. Or plum. You're gonna be making plum ale once it's time. There. I forgot that I need to build this road up to here. We'll throw in another person for the hospital. We've got another trader who sells seeds. I haven't had this guy on this dock in quite a while. As you can see how many seeds I used to need. But right now I don't need any seeds whatsoever. I'm free from seeds. Which is good. Because probably over here so I'll start over here, 9 by 9, one in the middle, 9 by 9, skip one, 9 by 9, we'll see pumpkin, we'll see squash, now of course for now you don't have any plums to produce ale, so you're gonna do nothing for a while. Well, that's okay. And you were gonna do cabbage. Now I've got cabbage, squash, and pumpkin. Over there, beans, corn, got some wheat over here and over here. I've got potato, corn, cabbage, and pepper. Bean, wheat, corn, potato, pepper, cabbage. Okay. So as you can see, I've got now at least one field producing each of the crop field seeds. Now I still need chestnuts and walnuts, an apple, and pecan. In terms of the orchards, and then I will be producing one of every seed in the entire game. But the pecan, the walnut, and the chestnuts have no added value for me, at least, because I can't produce ale with them. But still, it could be a useful thing to have them because of food variety. Food variety creates happiness, etc. Alright, well, with this expansion going now, I think I'm going to close it off here today. Once again, forgive me for messing up the upload schedule, or not the upload schedule, but the recording where I wasn't recording any sound, and thus you've missed 3 hours worth of video footage. But I hope that this makes it up to you. I'm going to be saving it, as a matter of fact. Save. There you go. New save. I'll save it new for every single episode, like I do with Prison Architect and then with Rollercoaster Tycoon as well. And hopefully I'll do it with Banished so that this will never happen again. It's quite embarrassing, to be honest. Anyway, I've been the one with many voices. I hope that you've enjoyed it. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't done that. I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.